Brenner Field, which is the home this year for the Rays. The A-ball facility in his first year with the Rays. He is their leadoff man. Barger is well in at third as Simpson hits one in the air, and that's exactly where you want Simpson to hit it. Simpson may be the fastest guy in the major league. 3-2 now. And a slurve misses low, and the Rays have a base runner, a one-out walk for Lau.
Games early in the spring to get away from the midsummer thunderstorms.
That's ball 4. Yeah, MLB tweaked the schedule, more than a tweak, after 2-2. And that is right there, a fastball that got a lot of the plate. And a big strikeout to strand a couple of runners in the top of the first.
The location of that pitch.
Now full count. Got him. So close to the last one, but even harder.
Yep, and pitches come into play.
And he takes off. And it's a 3-pitch strikeout of Dalton Varsho. What an inning for Boz. Back-to-back 3-pitch strikeouts after fanning Springer, and Boz dominates through 2. And he's on base again. He brought with him a 17-game on-base streak, and now it's 18.
Even routine ground balls become dangerous for the opposition.
Oh, towards the corner.
Stay away from those.
And look at him run. So he didn't catch up to Jansen. Danny's being held at third, and Simpson's got a double. He had 2 doubles on Sunday, and the Rays in business in the third.
Yeah.
Third, nobody out, and a chance to get on top early. And they will. And it should get 2 in. Jansen scores, and Simpson on his heels, and Brandon Lau has given the Rays a 2-0 lead in Toronto.
Boy, how about that? I mean, you talk.
And down goes Junior.
Well, that's that slurve that we highlighted, and a breaking ball that nobody was afraid of.
Yeah.
And you just wonder if you could tinker over time and come up with something effective.
And Aranda just launched one halfway back to the States. A 2-run homer for Jonathan Aranda. It is 4-0 Rays.
You called it, Andy. You said
susceptible to the homer.
Why not Jonathan Aranda, as hot as anybody in baseball?
A no-doubter. It's one of those ones he hits it and you just Jonathan.
Wow, not fooled at all. Not fooled at all. And he sat back and watched it too.
Yes, he earned that. Wow, that is something. Well, he saw that pitch his first sequence, and down under the hands. Barrios gets his 3rd K.
Very well, and reacting to it flawlessly.
Hit sharply and through by Caballero. One other thing, B.A., that video we had there of Aranda was looking a little overmatched those first 2 years, plus the injury of last season. Walls right to Vladdy. And that's it. Rays get 4 runs in the inning on 3 hits, make it 4 hits and a hit by pitch. And Aranda doubled the Rays lead.
You can't really put an explanation on it.
And another one. 5 straight strikeouts for Shea.
That is a fair ball. Hit down the left field line. Heineman is on his way to second, and he is in there with a double.
That one very effectively.
Bichette with a fly ball, deep left field. And it is in play. The ruling is in play off the top of the wall. It'll be an RBI double for Bichette, and immediately the umpires are going to get together and talk about it.
Had a better view, and that's what it was. The umpires saw it on the field, and they had a little conference and quickly called it a home run.
Now Kevin Cash is out, and he's saying, hey guys, have a look at this. Crew chief review on any home run ball. You can come out and ask for this, so I'm sure they will look at it.
Ruling on the field.
The order is knocking him in. And this is another breaking ball. And Bo, with 2 strikes, fouled off a couple good fastballs.
Pitch number 12. And how about that? What a job by Anthony Santander to work Boz for a walk.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a walk. Yeah, he's on base at the same.
Pulled sharply, but down to Caminero at third, and the Rays turn 2.
No, you can't.
Hits it hard, deep right field. Gone! He lines one out to the right field corner, number 4 on the season, and the Blue Jays are within a run.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about a pretty swing on a high pitch. And Dalton Varsho's always had trouble with that ball up in the zone, especially with velocity. And you can see it's not up, it's about belled high, and he hammered it. They're trying to go upstairs, and they didn't hit their spot, and he smokes it into.
Caminero sprinting after it. Got it for out number 1. Whoa, look out. Getting all tangled. His earring just got caught in the net. Like, look at this. Squirts through, and Heineman is living right these days. Sitting over 400. And
Two of the 3 runs thus far.
little comebacker. Boy, he got Vlad anxious in that sequence. Got him chasing pitches out of the zone, and Rodriguez gets through it. So the Rays still lead through 5.
Lead in half. They would add a homer in the 4th by Varsho to get it to 4-3, and that's where we stand now.
And Meisner, having fanned twice, wasting no time. Now they set up away.
They're staying away now.
He is running, and it's ball 4 anyway. So from 0-2 a walk to Taylor Walls, I wonder why.
The team has stayed at over the last few years. Where I stayed when coming here as a player was not great.
No?
No. Not
Run of the night. A back pick, and they got Walls caught up. Guerrero to Clement, back to Guerrero, who dropped the ball, but Walls is still running. And the play continues, and now he's out. And that'll be that. The Rays do run themselves out of the inning. But did Meisner score before the ball was dropped?
He was pointing at home plate as if it counted. You know, when you were averaging right around 3 hours a game, it was, you figured 1 hour every.
Look at Jansen. Back to Toronto, and it's gone for a home run. Danny Jansen returning back to Canada, where he had spent almost his whole career until that little blip with the Red Sox. Circles the bases, and the Rays up by 3. And what a sweet moment for Danny Jansen.
Well, let's take a look at hanging breaking ball and Danny Jansen all over it. Our all-state good hands replay. No doubter. He felt
home run is a right.
And getting one with the first game back. Not during the course of the series.
Right.
Fly ball, left field. It is hit well, and it is gone. First home run of the season for Ernie Clement. And the Blue Jays are back within 2.
Yeah, Ernie, he had seen so many breaking balls. This one's coming into him, and he's so quick. He quick snatched it over that left. And it just doesn't cut a whole lot. It becomes a mediocre fastball, and Ernie hammers it. Clevenger looks up in kind of frustration, and that ball is out of the ballpark. So number 1 for Ernie Clement.
And that's there. Strike 3 called. Meisner's not happy with a couple of calls in this at bat. That one looked borderline. So 2 down for Jose Caballero, who lifts one in the air left center. Long run, Varsho, and he has got Another night and another great defensive play by the Gold Glover out in center field. Dalton Varsho going a long way to run it down, and it's on to the bottom of the 8th. And ball 4, so the Blue Jays have a base runner, and they'll bring Anthony Santander to the plate. Represent down the right field line. Jankowski over towards the line and in fair territory makes the catch. 2 down. And it's outside. A 4-pitch walk. So Guerrero to second, Springer aboard, and now it's going to be Varsho. And he hits it high in the air, down the right field line, gone! A pretty good matchup indeed, and Dalton Varsho has given the Blue Jays the lead.
Boy's in a good spot. Really swinging the bat with a lot of confidence right now. How about a
down exactly where Dalton Varsho can do a ton of damage?
Yeah, I don't get that changeup. That's the 3rd home run Uceda has given up to a left-handed hitter, and that changeup, I mean, you couldn't put it on a tee any better for Dalton Varsho. And for the Blue Jays to get back in this game, top of the order.
Now Ernie Clement is going to dump one fair down the right field line. And he will add a double to the home run he hit earlier. Well, and Barger strikes out to end the inning. But how about Dalton Varsho? Think they're happy to have him back? Not only for the defense, the power has come in handy to say the least. His 2nd home run of the night. And look at the reaction in the dugout. The Jays take a lead to the 9th.
And there's 1 out. And he does. He gets on. Now can he swipe it back and get the Rays? Jankowski runs. And it's grounded into right field for a base hit. Jankowski heads to 3rd, and Jansen delivers in Toronto once again. It's 1st and 3rd with 1 out.
Well, that's what you get. The walks late in games kill.
He swings and sends a base hit to center to tie the game. Jankowski scores, and Jansen to 2nd, and Chandler Simpson delivers, and it's aboard. And he lines one into right, and that'll drop for another base hit. Jansen will be held as Springer's throw is cut off, and the Rays have loaded the bases. Now, on 2-2. Launched to left field. It's a grand slam. Junior Caminero has driven them all home, and the Rays with a 5-run 9th take an 11-7 lead. They did not go slider away.
Well, I want to see what that. Well, no, whatever that was supposed to be away. And boy, was that pitch hung. Junior Caminero did what he was supposed to with that. Trying to go down and away with the slider. That's called a hanger.
Hoffman missed his spot by so much.
By feet. Look at that slider. Back up, back up, back up. Usually the backup works out well for the pitcher when you throw a really bad slider. And that was a really bad slider. So that's exactly what they were trying to do. The spin down and away. It came out of the hands funny. It backed up on him. And Caminero said, how about that's worth 4?
Wow. What a 9th inning for the Rays. And they've got their largest lead of the night suddenly. And it's also
here, Junior Caminero falling down in the count and then trying to be put away with the slider down and away. That ball was hung up and in, and that becomes our Chevy play of the game. A 7-7 ball game becomes 11-7 that fast.
That thing disappeared and clanged off the ribbon board.
Yeah, that ball was smoked.
Three pitches. Questionable on the last one, but it is strike three to Jonathan Aranda. But
Pitch to go the other way with.
Bichette throwing from shallow center. And that'll do it for the Rays. What an inning as the Rays put together 5 runs on 4 hits. And the all-important leadoff walk, Junior Caminero, sends one through Canada.
Up. Heineman pops it up. 1 down. In the 7th and flied out. Hits this one pretty well to right center field, and it's going to be over the head of Jankowski, and Straw is into second base with a double. Bichette lines it down the right field line. Fair ball. Straw is in to score, and Bichette is at second with an RBI double. It is 11-8. He lines one into the left field corner. Bichette is in to score, and Guerrero's at second. It's 11-9. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a slider a little bit up and in. 2 down. Not close. He walked him. So the tying run is aboard. Dalton Varsho will come up representing the winning run.
Rays a strike away. Flared to left. Simpson. The Rays hang on for the white knuckle ride win in Canada as they beat the Blue Jays tonight with a 5-run 9th inning as they win it 11-9. And I mean, barely did they hold on. A crazy one tonight between the Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays, and Mason Montgomery with his first major league save